Greetings and salutations, intrepid wastelanders and vault dwellers. My name is Oscapt. When we were looking at the data mines for Season 19, there were a couple of items that I saw and was very excited about. One of those came out this week in the Atomic Shop, and the other one, well, it's on the season rewards. I purchased the entire season up through rank 100 so that I could get access to all of the cool Enclave items and show them to you, so that you could decide whether they're worth grinding for. So these first two items are the Enclave Oval Weapon Display Rack and the Enclave Heavy Weapons Rack. Both of them have this delicious animated force field thing coming off of these little raised button, I don't even know what they're called, but whatever they are, that little smoky blue force field enables weapons to just hover in place. When we saw this one in the data mine, it had a 50 cal on it, and we were wondering if it had some kind of a clamp or how that would work with different kinds of weapons, and well, now we know. They just hover. For the heavy weapons rack, this gives you a much better display for your weapon. And the point of having your weapon in a display case is, well, to be able to display it. When you're using the standard display, things just sort of sit there, and it kind of looks like something that you might have made in woodshop when you're in high school. Whereas this, well, this thing screams high tech. You can get all the way around your weapon and you can see in tremendous detail everything about it. From chipped paint, to the tape around the handle, to the polished gleam of the charging handle. You can see the awesome Enclave logo on the ammo box. And you can even read the writing on the 40mm grenade rounds as they're being fed into the receiver. The weapons in Fallout 76 are one of the items that designers spend a significant amount of time on. And for the most part, we're just holding these things in our hands and shooting them downrange, and we never really get to appreciate the detail that goes into them. And I'm not saying that all of them are perfect, but in the case of the Resolve Breaker here, it's nice. But what about the display itself? I mean, after all, that's what we're here to look at, right? It is also beautifully designed. You have this worn, rusted paint that looks right at home with the Enclave bunker-themed walls that I have behind it. You've got pockmarks in the base from untold times that something has been run into it, or maybe shot, or that it's been damaged as it's been sitting in workshops. You have the detail in the table itself with these raised marks where you can see the individual indentations as they were pressed into existence. But my favorite, by far, is the slow, gentle pulsing of this force field. It doesn't matter what weapon you put on this thing, it's gonna look amazing. Compare and contrast that to this, the Oval Enclave weapons rack, which, at first glance, looks to be a flat version of the other one and equally as epic. But do you notice something? That's right. For some reason that we can only guess at, it holds 2 weapons, despite having space for 3. At first I thought this was a bug, but then I went and looked at it on the season's rewards page, and even in their own image, they show 2 weapons. Now, I don't know why they made it look like it can hold 3, and then obviously understood that it can only hold 2. I don't know if it actually is a bug and if it's something that they might fix in a future update. I just know that it would have looked better if they'd taken out 2 of these 6 force field nipples and maybe moved the other 4 closer together so that the weapons weren't so widely spaced out in the top and bottom. But right now, it just looks like it can do more than what it's actually doing. And that's kind of the theme for Fallout 76, the game as a whole, right? Well, far be it for Bethesda to disappoint us. This is what they've given us. But if you want to overlook that, the rest of it is equally as amazing. You have great detail on the pressed and cut relief of the steel plate. And the fact that these little nipples are constantly pulsating their blue force field of magic makes your display case more dynamic and more responsive. So when it's sitting in your camp, it's not just a static object that's sitting there. It actually feels kind of alive. It's certainly way better than those pegboard display cases that we normally get to use. Not that those are necessarily bad. I mean, pegboard itself is pretty amazing. But I think they were right to give us special Enclave stuff that shows that Enclave has more technology and more panache than just something you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's or Castorama. I like that the display cases are lit So when you hang your weapons from them, they have a really nice lighting on them that goes a long way in enhancing their beauty. Much like the other one, it doesn't really matter what you put on here, it's going to look beautiful. There you have it, boys and girls. Despite being Fallout First only for one of them and marginally broken for the other, I still think that these are two of the most beautiful items that we have this season. What do you think? Do you think that putting one of them behind Fallout First is wrong? Do you think that one of them being broken is intentional? Let me know in the comments. My name is Oscapt, one half of Gamer Aviator. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, stay safe out there, Vault Dwellers.
In the heart of West Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere